Hey guys, I'm here at Aqua Mermaid School and I'm really excited because the first time I've heard about Mermaid Academy was in Boracay, Philippines. So when I first found out that it exists here in Montreal and Toronto, I was so stoked. Growing up, I looked up to the Little Mermaid, Ariel, and she's my go-to princess. So now I get to be a mermaid host, which is a double whammy for me. But first, let me tell you that the ideas of sea sirens and mermaids have existed for a long time. In Greek mythology, the messenger of the sea is Triton. Actually, Ariel's father is called King Triton, if you guys remember. But in folklore, they're often associated with bad luck and misfortunes, luring errant sailors off their course and causing shipwrecks. But even today, the fascination with mermaids continues. Even with the Philippine cinema, we have the famous Jezebel, played by big stars, most recently Anne Curtis. So today, I'm gonna try out the Mermaid School and our instructor. How did Aqua Mermaid even start?
Well, the founder, Marielle, she was doing a photo shoot with a friend of hers and he asked her to wear a mermaid tail. And she loved it and she was so excited and she just loved the exercise of it all. But the thing she loved most about it was how everyone kept smiling about the whole thing and how everyone was so happy to watch her be a mermaid. So she decided to start this whole thing up, and now we have schools in Toronto, Ottawa, Chicago, Philadelphia, and soon to be Vancouver. So my role, I am the administrator, so I get all the tail set up and everything, and I will be your instructor.
So now we're in our swimsuits, and Anna's gonna tell us and walk us through what's gonna happen today. So I've got my pink fin. We also have my friend Andrea who's joining us, and she has her blue fin. So Anna, tell us, what's our next step?
So the next step is we're going to go through some safety protocols. So the usual at a pool, no running on the deck, no diving in the shallow end, but we're also going to explain what to do if you don't feel comfortable in the tail or you feel like you're going to sink. You just flip over onto your back, lay on your back, chin very high so you can breathe.
Right.
And then you're going to wave your hands at your feet and try to get to the wall, but if I see you flip over, I'm going to come get you anyway, so.
Now we're changing to our mermaid outfits called mermaid monofins. There's different colors, but of course, I chose pink.
Now we're gonna roll the mermaid skin up. So we're gonna get it up to about our hips. Right, just below.
I get the pink.
And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna lie on your back.
And then pop your hips up. And then roll it up the rest of the way.
And now it's time to take the first dip and live out our fairy tale fantasy.
Look at our monofins. Okay. Oh, guys, look! I need it!
So, swimming like a mermaid can be a lot of fun, but it's serious hard work. There's a lot of core exercises and upper body strength involved. But here are some of the techniques we learned today. It's important to be careful and take precautions when mermaid swimming. Let's see that again. I swam up to the surface thinking, oh my god, is my face bleeding? It's fun, but like any other sport, if you're not extra careful, you can get hurt. So while I ran to get the ice pack, the taping continued and Anna showed us more aerial moves underwater. CIS and immigration has been established for more than 26 years. It is a one-stop service center for immigration service, student visa, and visitor visa.
We have been in immigration and citizenship cases for more than 26 years. We have licensed consultants and lawyers to help you to fulfill your dream to come to Canada. We are here to help.
Capture every step. Capture every achievement. Capture every milestone. Capture every moment through the eyes of a cannon.
I'm Carlo Balagase
I'm Christian Alvarez.
from Strengthen You. Thanks for watching the Hit List.
We'll be doing a handstand with the mermaid tail. So it's almost like your dolphin dive, but you're gonna have your hands out and you're gonna plant them firmly on the ground and slowly let your tail come up. You might push a little bit of water with the monofin, but that's okay. You just gotta let it slowly come right up. And the goal is to try to get your knees and tail straight out of the water like this. However, sometimes it's a little difficult depending on the balance of that day. We'll do our quick dolphin style to start with. So it's just on your stomach, big chest, just let it roll through your whole body, okay? The back dolphin. So it's just the same basic concept, just on your back, and it's very nice for a good relaxing swim. So remember, big chest and big hips. Make sure your hips come out of the water. So you're just gonna let your tail. So the bucket is a synchronized swimming move. It's basically you bring your knees to your chest and stick the tail out of the water. It looks very nice. So basically how we start this is you almost put your head, your back into almost a sitting position. You wave your hands at the ground with your fingers together like this, and then you bring your knees slowly up to your chest while flexing your feet. Flex your feet, bring the tail up. And then if you're comfortable with this, you can do a bit of a spin. Doing a quick backward somersault. So you're gonna push yourself back, and this one again requires a lot of momentum. And you're gonna be cycling your arms forward while you're trying to push yourself backwards, and your fin almost touches the top, and you're gonna come back up. So I'll show you real quick. Cycling your arms so that it gets a big push, but what I usually do is I do kind of like a ladder motion. So if you want to try that, that can work for you as well.
So I hope you guys enjoyed Mermaid School. I did hit my nose, but I bet you if you did that in the sand, in the beach, it'd be much easier. So just a little bit careful, but we wanted to ask, for those of you who are interested in trying it out, so it's basically about an hour class, right?
Yeah.
And how much is it?
It's about $60 for a starter class, and then for other classes like parties, bachelorette parties, and memberships, you can find the prices at aquamermaid.com.
And for you, Andrea, what's your experience like? I mean, this is also your first time. What does it feel like to wear the monofin? Did you have a great time?
I had a great time. It was a lot more difficult than I thought. Anna and Ariel made it look really easy.
That's true.
It was hard, but it was fun. A lot of fun.
So yeah, we just want to thank Anna Halverson right over here, who's our instructor today, and shout out to American Knock too for letting us try this. So check it out, check out their website, and stay tuned for more episodes of the It List. CIS and Immigration has been established for more than 26 years. It is a one-stop service center for immigration service, student visa, and visitor visa.
We have been in immigration and citizenship cases for more than 26 years. We have licensed consultants and lawyers to help you to fulfill your dream to come to Canada. We are here to help.
Capture every step. Capture every achievement. Capture every milestone. Capture every moment through the eyes of a Canon.
I must know what else she hides inside. Adobo, adobo, a classic Filipino dish. Adobo, don't you know? White people say it's so delish, but no one makes it better than my mommy. Come let us hide and watch how she makes adobo from scratch, Frank. Come on.
And that video you just watched is Adobo by Mikey Bustos' Let It Go parody. Hey Mikey, thanks for coming today. It's really exciting to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be back in Canada.
Actually, how long are you staying here for?
I'll be here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks lang.
We'll be heading back. I'm here to visit family and to shoot some videos.
Right. And you know, you've come a long way since Canadian Idol. It's been, say, over 10 years now.
Yeah, I think it's been 13 years.
Tell us what have you been up to?
I guess YouTube just kind of changed everything for me. So 2011, my Filipino tutorial videos kind of went viral.
Right.
And then...
kind of.
A little bit, konti lang. Tapos, URC, a company in Philippines, a snack brand, flew me to Manila to shoot commercials, some TVCs, based on my YouTube videos. And then, when I was there, the press asked me, hey, are you moving to Philippines now to start a career? And I said, yeah, I think I will. So I did.
So you kind of decided on the spot because, you know, we're curious about transition from, you know, you released an album and then you're kind of more known now. It's almost as if the Canadian Idol was a springboard for you.
It was a springboard.
But then now you're a YouTube sensation with so many hits on, you know, with your parodies and
you know,
stuff.
it's kind of weird because I thought I would always be a singer to entertain people, but then YouTube launched me as a comedian. So comedy was kind of a new thing that I had to discover, and I learned that I like it. I like to do it.
When you told the Canadian Idol judges and you said to them, it is my dream.
Yes.
It is my dream to break the barriers for Asians in the music industry.
Yes.
When you said that, is this how you imagined it to be? What was
Of
that
course
feeling
not.
Like? No.
Of course not.
Iba
Because
yung
back then,
direction.
diba, we didn't even have YouTube. So
Right.
I wouldn't have known that YouTube would have been what really sprung me into the, you know, out of just the Canadian market. So, yeah, it's just, life is so strange, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
it leads you into weird ways. And you know, it's just since Canadian Idol, since YouTube in 2011, life has just been a fantastic ride.
Fantastic, right?
Fantastic.
The one we watched. Talked about
Yes.
that video. Where did you film it?
Well,
adobo is one of our specialties. People
That's
know
right.
about it. People love it.
That's
There's
right.
chicken adobo. There's pork adobo. I don't know why
Yes.
they don't have beef adobo. But
There's
okay.
squid adobo.
Yeah.
There's palaka adobo.
Ew,
Adobong
meron nun?
aso. Adobong lahat. Adobong tapiklong.
What's tapik
Isn't that right?
Ano yun?
Adobong palaka.
Right.
I've discovered that you can adobo anything in the Philippines.
Pretty much.
Yes.
So what's what is that? Where'd you shoot it? What's
So
that like?
yeah, you know, adobo being, I guess, the national dish of Philippines,
Right.
I decided to write a parody for Let It Go. We shot it in Pasig at a friend's place, and I had to play my mom because my mom's in Canada. And yeah, that story is actually based on a true story. Because I'm like, diba, no one can cook better than our moms.
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to see what my mom puts in her adobo that makes it taste so good. So then I created this video based on a true story. So I really watched my mom, and then I watched her put the secret ingredient.
Right.
I'm not gonna say for you guys who
Because
haven't seen the video.
he's secret.
The secret ingredient. And then I'm like, hey, that's not healthy for you. And then she's like, what? You're so OA. You grew up on that.
Oh, so that's the secret ingredient.
Yes. So, you know, and that was a real true story. And I think that's partially how the videos did well on YouTube. My videos are really
Because people
just
can
honest.
relate to it.
Yeah.
And
they're
those
honest,
are
true
like
stories.
parang everyday stories that maybe we take for granted, but then you kind of turn into something, hey, I never thought of it that way.
Yes.
Another thing that I watched was yung parody with Let It Go. No, not Let It Go. It was Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. But it's really actually about the courting process.
That's right, yeah.
Of
Introduce myself.
yeah, exactly, to Filipino parents, who we all know Filipino parents are Filipino parents.
That's
so
right.
tell us about that one.
Part of the big thing about dating a Filipino or a Filipina is the courting process, right? So,
Uso po ba yun?
huh?
Uso ba yung courting process?
Yeah, well, of course, I had to do the courting way, the Filipino way, especially in Philippines when you're dating. So part of what a guy has to do is we have to introduce ourselves to her parents. And so I'm
Right.
like, this is perfect. I'm gonna do a parody about that, about the hardship that we guys have to go through. And you know, the dad being scary and the mom being scary and all this.
But how do you come up with these, I guess, what inspires you actually to come up with these like everyday stuff that Filipinos can relate to, that we all go through, because they are just, like you said, storytelling
Yes.
in a way, but with adding humor and stuff.
Yeah, well, see, I think because I kind of have a unique perspective, I grew up and was born here in Canada. So I grew up the Canadian way, but also the Filipino way. So I could see what was very unique about, like, I'm an outsider looking in, and especially moving to Philippines. Wow, I could really see the differences in culture.
We want to know sort of the feedback from your YouTube videos. Obviously, it's great, but I'm sure there's some other stuff that you comments that you see. But hold on to that thought, because we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
CIS and Immigration has been established for more than 26 years. It is a one-stop service center for immigration service, student visa, and visitor visa.
We have been in immigration and citizenship cases for more than 26 years. We have licensed consultants and lawyers to help you to fulfill your dream to come to Canada. We are here to help.
Capture every step. Capture every achievement. Capture every milestone. Capture every moment through the eyes of a Canon.
You were talking earlier about some videos, but one of the interesting ones to them that was viral was Avicii's "Wake Me Up." When you did the a cappella one-man band, as well as now you recently did the Nene. So what is that like? Because that's really cool. Because you get what? How many versions of you in that one?
Oh yeah, well in that a cappella video I play all the instruments. See, part of the challenge I had after going viral on YouTube was people knew me now as a comedian, and so that was a lot of fun. But I also have this other passion and this other side of me, known by Canadians too, I guess.
Yeah.
As a musician,
Right.
and so my challenge then was to continue making videos that are relevant to Filipinos and to audiences, but still inject music. So then I started doing parodies,
Right.
and then I started doing these, the a cappella Avicii video.
Right.
I have the Walis Tambo.
Yeah, I saw that one. I think that was on like the other left frame or something.
Yeah, and then I have
yeah.
the hi-hat, the farmer's hat. So so that for me is fun, being able to do both music and comedy together.
So what are some of the challenges that you can share with us?
Well,
We can think
I've gone
of.
through so many challenges, both on YouTube and in life in general. Like,
Yeah.
moving to Philippines, I thought would be an easy transition because,
Yeah.
you know, I grew up with Filipino parents.
Yeah.
But no.
How was
The
that? Because you've been
Philippines
there
is
for
so
5 years,
different.
diba? 5 years ka na dun.
5 years now.
Yeah. So what's that like?
Well, first of all, learning Tagalog, because when I moved there, you know, I was Pinoy boy, but I didn't understand Tagalog and I couldn't speak it. My parents never spoke it to me growing up.
Right.
So I kind of had to learn along the way. And when I got there, I was already signed by GMA right away. And I started doing movies and TV shows, and I had to memorize Tagalog lines, and it's so hard.
Did you have like sort of like a parang lessons, Tagalog lessons then?
They put me in
Yeah.
Tagalog workshops, and you know, beside me was Elena Darna and all of these other Cebuanas.
Yes.
And to me, they're fluent, you know, but me, I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Right.
So it's been a long time coming, and then also certain, parang like culture differences.
shock, you're right.
Learning the humor was a different thing for me.
Like what?
You know, Pinoy
'Cause you
humor,
better-
it's so
yeah, like,
different.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the rules are different.
Meron ka ba
It's hard to
experience
explain.
nun?
Yeah, you know, when I got there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a comediante here in Philippines. It's time to study. So I went to comedy bars, and the whole time I'm like, I don't
I
get
don't
it.
get it.
I don't get it. But now I do. You know, it's just kind of, you have to live there and soak in everything and soak in the environment to understand Filipino humor, and just to kind of, now I can say I understand Filipino life. I'm so used to it now. I'm there, and I
It's,
feel
it's,
like
it's different being sort of like immersed in the culture,
Yes.
day in, day out, dealing with them and talking to them and
Yes, and then
dialect.
learning the ins and outs of showbiz, which, oh man.
Tell
it's-
us more about
it's a
showbiz. Wait,
huge
speaking of
world,
yung
guys.
comedy done, has it evolved ba?
Comedy?
Yeah, has it evolved from since the time you're there to
Oh,
now?
yes, I
Like,
would
what's
say
it?
so.
What is it like? What's
You know,
hot in Pinas?
Well, you know, showbiz is always changing, especially the artistas. Like the artistas that were hot when I first arrived a lot of them are kind of gone now. And you know,
Yeah.
I even feel lucky to still be around and
Yeah.
to still, you know, because usually artista turnover rate is like 1 year,
Like love teams.
maybe.
Right.
You know, so I think I feel lucky in a way to have YouTube as a platform because
Right.
I control the content.
And you're
if
not
ever I
limited
feel like
to
I
it.
need exposure, just create a new viral video.
Right.
And you know, millions of people see it. Whereas some of these artistas that launch themselves on TV, they're dependent on, you know, the directors to give them movies and,
Right.
and you know, the management to give them roles on teleseries.
And depending on their ratings and then how
Yes.
popular they get.
Oh yes,
You don't
it's
gotta
such
deal
a
with that
weird
stuff.
thing. Yeah, all of
Yeah.
you parents who are like, yes, I'm going to enroll my kids in Philippine show business. That's their dream. Good luck.
Think about
It's
it
a whole
again.
new world, guys, and I thought it was easy, but it's not. Actually, that's one of the things I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Diba, there's this whole thing, I'm just gonna go to the Philippines and be famous.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
It really is
competitive.
hard. It's competitive. You have to really adapt. There's a lot of, I'm not gonna say politics, but you know, there's a science to it. And not everybody can nail it.
And have you sort of figured it out?
Yes, I
Yes, you
figured
have.
out that I like YouTube.
We'll stick to YouTube
Yeah,
and it's
stick
online.
to my own network. Just kidding. I love the networks. I love you guys. You guys have really helped me in my career in Philippines, and you as well. All of you guys who are watching, I couldn't have done it without you guys, right? All you guys who view my videos, it's changed my life. And I like to represent Canada. I always say that I'm Filipino-Canadian. Because now I understand the Filipino mentality. I understand now, I have a better understanding of how to entertain Filipinos, you know? Whereas as a foreigner born in Canada, I couldn't have that perspective, right?
So I'm sure now that because you've been there for like 5 years, you got a chance to hang out, hotspots.
Yes.
I know, what's it like? I miss the Philippines.
Oh yes, Philippines is
It's
great.
more fun in the Philippines.
It is. Philippines is a wonderful place. You know, I just love it. The people are great, obviously. Philippines is so multifaceted. It's more than just Manila and Boracay. You know, I've discovered Bohol is awesome. Palawan has amazing beaches. Baguio, which I know you're
Oh,
from.
thank you. Hello.
Yes, Baguio's
Represent.
awesome. Love Baguio.
Yeah.
And just everywhere you go, Batanes, there's so many
Ilocos
different...
Norte.
Ilocos Norte,
Ilocos Sur.
I had a concert in Ilocos Sur, so great. Davao, yeah, it's just everywhere you go, so different. Different
Is
people.
your audience a little bit different from when you went, like say back home, Filipinos back home and Filipinos here? Is there a bit of a difference?
Is there a bit of a difference? Yes. So I alter my shows, for example, according to what my audience is. So my show for a Canadian audience is different from what it would be for, say, an audience in Philippines.
So guys, speaking of, I guess, your audience in Canada, is there anything you miss about home? Like, this is also your home.
Oh yes, yeah. All my family is here. So
Yeah.
while I'm working, it's like I'm so busy every day that I forget that I'm homesick. But it's when I'm at night and I'm in my bed and then I think about, oh, I wonder what my parents are doing or my brother's doing or my cousins are doing, and I keep in touch with them through WhatsApp.
Right.
That's when I miss home. So I always try to keep busy.
Right.
Because living in Philippines, I do feel like I'm a Philippine resident, but it still feels like a working vacation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm there to work.
So it's nice that you're here for a bit, catch
Yes,
up
I
with
love
family,
coming back.
relatives.
Yes.
And, work on your ad business maybe. Tell me
Yes.
more about that.
Oh my
What
gosh,
is
we
the
need a
ad
whole
business?
segment for my aunt business.
Ano ba yung ad business?
Okay, so
Quickly lang.
it's I have a business where I sell ant farms. This is something I've been doing before the Pinoy Boy channel went viral. And yeah, we manufacture our ant farms in Beijing. We have a warehouse in Utah, Salt Lake City, and we ship worldwide. And I have an ant YouTube channel. And it's like my second channel.
And this is came from the fact that you were a student at University of Guelph and you took
Wow,
zoology.
you do good research. Who does research on this show? Yes.
That's how it
I've
started,
always
right?
wanted to go
Right.
into the sciences. So that's my other dream as well. And then now, so I have 2 channels, but I'm launching a 3rd YouTube channel.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And then, can you tell us?
Yes, the 3rd YouTube channel is for my serious music. Because now I've got the ants, my science, comedy for the Pinoy Boy channel, and now I have a new channel for serious music. So for all of you guys out there who have been following my music and want to keep following my music and not so much the Pinoy Boy stuff, we have a separate channel now for that. It's Mikey Bustos Music, so be sure to get that. And all of the music is on iTunes and Spotify.
Awesome. I guess that's what you're working on in the next few months or whatnot.
Yes, that's right. Actually, our very first video we shot right here in Toronto, in this studio.
Oh, hey! Shout out to the GC team.
Yeah, that's right. So look out for that video. It's called Hello.
Okay, hello. As in hello?
Yes, by Lionel Richie, which was my.
Which is your audition?
That's right. Yeah. So it's my first song.
Okay, I love that one. You did
Thank you.
amazing.
Salamat.
Okay, I have the last question. Actually, it's your own question.
Okay.
If you had to choose one, how would you choose death by?
Oh!
Aswang, Tiyanak, White Lady, or Tikbalang?
Wow. Okay. Well, definitely not a tikbalang, because actually they don't usually prey. Don't they prey on teenage girls?
Really?
Right? Yeah. That's the myth.
Oh yeah, because
So
it's like
not me. That's
okay,
not me.
okay, say that.
Tiyanak would be kind of scary.
Yeah.
It will go for my jugular. And then Aswang, I don't
That's
want
kinda
that
scary.
either. Yeah, that's kind of scary too. It would probably kill me.
Right.
So I would go Death by White Lady.
White Lady, which is actually the most popular one. We did a survey on Twitter.
Is it? Yeah.
57%.
Yeah.
We'd rather, more than half of us would rather die by White Lady. Exactly how the White Lady will kill us, I have no
Exactly,
idea.
we don't know.
We don't know, but yeah, it's
And you
by
die.
surprise. Okay.
Yeah, and of course we Filipinos like white skin, so yeah, White Lady was
Just
the most
makes
popular
sense.
choice.
Okay, thank you, Mikey, for staying with us on the It List.
you
And
so
yeah,
much.
you guys check him out. He has 3 YouTube channels. And see you guys next week. Thanks for John DePorter, my necklace, Pam for my hair and makeup. Bye-bye.